Hello everyone, my name is Anna. Welcome back, my channel Health Fitness 1047. I wish you a good day. Here is the main news. Let's watch now.
One. The Garfield movie review directed by Mark Dindal, known for The Emperor's New Groove and Chicken Little. The Garfield movie offers a humorous and heartfelt origin story for the iconic lasagna-loving cat. The film begins with a charming depiction of baby Garfield, showcasing his bond with his human. John Arbuckle, played by Nicholas Hoult. This warm and funny introduction sets the stage for character development and appeals to fans of the comic strip. As the narrative unfolds, it transitions into an adventure comedy where Garfield teams up with his estranged biological father, Vic, voiced by Samuel L. Jackson. 2. Killers of the Flower Moon movie review. The Osage Indian murders were a series of killings targeting Osage Native Americans in Osage County, Oklahoma, during the 1910s to 1930s. Driven by greed following the discovery of oil on their reservation, journalist David Gran explored these events in his 2017 book, Killers of the Flower Moon, which inspired a film adaptation. In 1907, the federal government allotted land to the Osage, leading to resentment among white Americans who sought to exploit their wealth. Many white citizens married Native American women to gain access to land, resorting to murder or poisoning to claim it. The brutal 1921 murder of Anna Brown prompted the involvement of the newly established Federal Bureau of Investigation. 3. Barbie movie review. Stereotypical Barbie, Margot Robbie, lives in Barbieland. A perfect matriarchal society where women are confident and successful. Stereotypical Ken, Ryan Gosling, desires a deeper relationship with Barbie, but spends his days in superficial leisure. After Barbie begins dreaming about mortality, she transforms into a more realistic version of herself. Weird Barbie, Kate McKinnon, explains that this change is linked to the feelings of the girl playing with her, and to return to her original self, Barbie must go to the real world to uplift the girl. Barbie embarks on this journey, with Ken tagging along, only to discover that the real world is far from perfect, dominated by men. 4. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny movie review. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny is expected to be the final installment in the franchise. Especially with Harrison Ford being 80 and the decision against recasting his iconic role. Initially conceived as a trilogy, the series concluded with Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade in 1989. But returned 19 years later with Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, which featured Soviet villains and an alien storyline. The new film is primarily set in 1969, during significant historical events like the moon landing and the Vietnam War, but begins similarly to the original Raiders of the Lost Ark, which was set in 1936 and involved Nazis searching for the Ark of the Covenant. 5. About My Father movie review. In About My Father, Robert De Niro portrays an Italian hairdresser who is protective of his son and feels out of place among the wealthy parents of his son's girlfriend. This role contrasts with his previous performances in the Meet the Parents series, where he played a more intense and unlikable character. The film features relatable humor, including a gag about a pet peacock, and is likened to a Govinda Kader Khan film without the melodrama. The movie marks a significant step for comedian Sebastian Maniscalco, who stars in the film after supporting roles in Green Book and The Irishman. 6. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania movie review. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania is the third film in the Ant-Man series and marks the beginning of Phase 5 of the Marvel Universe. Directed by Peyton Reed, the movie explores the quantum realm, suggesting a vast universe beneath our own. It introduces Kong the Conqueror, played by Jonathan Majors, a formidable villain capable of manipulating time and space. The story follows Scott Lang, Ant-Man, Paul Rudd, his wife Hope Van Dyne, Evangeline Lilly, father-in-law Hank Pym, Michael Douglas, mother-in-law Janet Van Dyne, Michelle Pfeiffer, and his daughter Cassie Lang, Catherine Newton, as they confront Kong, who poses a significant threat with the power to destroy entire universes. Kong is exiled in the quantum realm, where Janet has also been trapped. 7. The Devil All the Time movie review. The Devil All the Time, based on Donald Ray Pollock's novel, is a period drama set between World War II and the Vietnam War, exploring themes of murder, deception, and the impact of violence on a small American town. The story illustrates how generational cycles of violence and poor choices persist, reflecting a broader American fascination with the macabre. It features a husband and wife serial killer duo who lure victims into secluded areas, capturing compromising photos before killing them. The film also addresses mental health issues, highlighting characters who believe they are receiving messages from God, leading to tragic consequences. 8. Jurassic World Dominion movie review. 4 years after the destruction of Isla Nublar, dinosaurs coexist with humans globally, leading to a black market for exotic dinosaur pets and gladiatorial fights in Malta. The plot includes a sinister scheme by the genetics lab Biosyn to create pigeon-sized locusts. Central to the story is the kidnapping of Maisie Lockwood, a clone with unique genes, prompting her adoptive parents, Owen Grady and Claire Deering, to embark on a rescue mission. 9. Tenet movie review. The text discusses the complexity of Christopher Nolan's film Tenet, comparing it to Salman Khan's dialogue from Kick, which suggests not overthinking and simply enjoying the experience. It highlights that Nolan's films, including Memento, Inception, and Interstellar, have previously challenged viewers with intricate themes of memory, time, and space. In Tenet, the central character, known as the protagonist, played by John David Washington, is involved in a failed undercover operation and appears to die by suicide, but the narrative suggests he is not actually dead. The overall message encourages viewers to embrace the film's visual spectacle rather than getting bogged down in its complexities. 10. Holidate movie review. Holidate depicts a carefree world where people enjoy holidays together without masks, evoking nostalgia for pre-pandemic times. The film centers on two attractive individuals struggling to find dates for the holidays, but viewers may feel little sympathy for their plight given current realities. The storyline features a familiar trope of two people pretending to be a couple to appease family expectations, a concept that has been explored in many previous films. 11. Over the Moon movie review. Over the Moon, directed by Glenn Keane, a former Disney animator known for classics like The Little Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast, showcases a strong Disney influence, particularly in its hand-drawn scenes and visual style. The film's screenplay, written by the late Audrey Wells, explores themes of loss and growth, echoing Disney's moral storytelling. It incorporates the Chinese myth of the moon goddess to create a narrative centered on love, grief, and resilience, making the film's themes even more poignant given Wells' passing from cancer before its release. 12. A Suitable Boy review. Vikram Seth's renowned novel, A Suitable Boy published in 1993, is set in the 1950s and explores the emergence of a newly independent India. The story delves into how individuals navigate the tensions between tradition and modernity, reflecting a society caught between the past and the present. With a length of approximately 1,500 pages, the novel's complexity makes a 2- or 3-hour film adaptation inadequate, leading to a 6-hour adaptation instead. The screenplay is crafted by Andrew Davies, a respected figure in literary adaptations, known for his previous works on War and Peace and Les Miserables. However, he faced criticism from purists for having characters speak English in his adaptations, a point also raised regarding A Suitable Boy. 13. Hubie Halloween Movie Review. Adam Sandler continues his tradition of portraying quirky characters with silly accents in Hubie Halloween, which, like his other films, offers a life lesson despite its goofy premise. After the critically acclaimed Uncut Gems, Sandler returns to familiar comedic territory. And early reports suggest that Hubie Halloween is one of his most successful films to date. Set in Salem, known for its witch trials, the film features Sandler's character, Hubie Dubois, who believes he is the town's safety monitor due to a family connection to the historical events. 14. The Old Guard Movie Review. The film is an adaptation of the comic, The Old Guard, by Greg Rucka and Leandro Fernandez, featuring Charlize Theron as Andromache of Scythia, a 2,000-year-old leader of immortal mercenaries. These warriors, who can regenerate from fatal injuries, have dedicated their lives to fighting crime and evil. However, after centuries of battle, Andy has grown jaded and is ready to retire. Her perspective changes with the awakening of a new immortal, Niall Freeman, a U.S. Marine who returns from death, reigniting her sense of purpose. Immortal warriors are born infrequently, adding to the significance of Niall's emergence. 15. Brahms The Boy 2 Movie Review. In the sequel to The Boy, 2016, directed by William Brent Bell, the narrative shifts from the original premise where Brahms, a real man, was responsible for the chaos in Healshire Mansion. The sequel suggests that the doll itself is the true antagonist, influencing Brahms and potentially finding a new victim. This change may confuse viewers unfamiliar with the first film, as they learn about the backstory through news articles presented by Katie Holmes' character. Fans of the original's psychological thriller aspect may be surprised by this new supernatural twist. 16. Birds of Prey Movie Review. In the standalone film featuring Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, the story begins with Harley and the Joker's breakup. To cope, she parties at Roman Sionis's club and decides to gain closure by blowing up the chemical factory where she fell for the Joker. This act removes her protection, making her a target for many enemies in Gotham. The main antagonist is Roman, also known as Black Mask, who is after a stolen diamond held by young thief Cassandra Cain. Harley takes Cassandra under her wing as chaos ensues. 17. Bad Boys for Life Movie Review. In Bad Boys for Life, veteran cops Mike Lowry, Will Smith, and Marcus Burnett, Martin Lawrence, start with a high-speed chase to the hospital for Marcus's grandchild's birth. This event prompts Marcus to reconsider his career as a cop, wanting to retire, while Mike is eager to continue their partnership. The plot thickens when Mike is shot by a masked gunman, leading Captain Howard, Joe Pantoliano, to assign Rita, Paola Nunez, Mike's ex-girlfriend, to lead a special task force. Despite their efforts, the new team struggles to make progress, prompting Mike to take matters into his own hands after his hospital discharge, as the killer continues to target others. 18. A Shaun the Sheep Movie. Farmageddon Movie Review. The 2015 film, Shaun the Sheep Movie, follows the clever sheep Shaun and his friends as they get lost in a big city. They encounter a female alien named Lula and, with the help of the sheepdog Blitzer, work to send her back home. The film pays tribute to various sci-fi films and literature, featuring a Wall-E-like robot called Mug-1N5 and an agent reminiscent of Men in Black. It includes nods to H.G. Wells' The War of the Worlds, and humorously references UFO conspiracy theories, such as a blurred pizza mistaken for a UFO. The story begins in the town of Mossingham, where Farmer John and his dog Bingo discover a UFO. 19. Bombshell movie review. Bombshell depicts the sexual harassment scandal at Fox News, focusing on the experiences of high-profile employees Megyn Kelly, Charlize Theron, and Gretchen Carlson, Nicole Kidman, as they accuse and ultimately bring down Roger Ailes, John Lithgow, the network's CEO, following complaints from 23 women. Margot Robbie's character, Kayla, represents a composite of many young women exploited by Ailes. Lithgow's portrayal of Ailes as a seemingly charming yet predatory figure adds depth to the narrative, showcasing his manipulative control over the newsroom while highlighting the darker aspects of his character during a pivotal scene with Robbie. 20. Spies in Disguise movie review. In the film, super spy Lance Sterling, Will Smith, is a flamboyant and confident agent known for his daring missions and love for explosions. He often looks down on his colleagues at the secret agency. Walter Beckett, Tom Holland, a weapons scientist, aims to create non-lethal gadgets. Their lives intertwine when Walter accidentally transforms Lance into a pigeon. The duo, along with their feathered allies, must confront the villain Killian, Ben Mendelsohn, a vengeful terrorist with advanced technology, to save their fellow agents. The movie is inspired by Lucas Mertel's animated short, Pigeon, Impossible, and parodies the Mission Impossible franchise.